Okay, before giving about talking about peak detectors, I want to give a Clamper conclusion which I forgot to mention in the last video. So there are two conclusions only. When the diode is in downward direction, means it is connected in this fashion, then the total signal will be clamped, will be pulled down below the reference signal. I have marked reference signal. Okay, in our circuits what we saw, the reference voltages were 0 volt. Okay, it can have a reference voltage of non-zero value as well, just like in clippers. So and the second point is, when the diode is in upward direction, means in this fashion it is connected, then the total signal will be clamped above the reference voltage. Okay, so we have seen this kind of circuits. Input will be given, so this input is clamped below the reference signal, that is 0, or to be precise, this is what it should look like. Okay, this is the reference level, reference voltage, or you can see, which we had 0 volts. Okay, similarly here also, this was the negative clamper, this is positive clamper. This is how it will look like. So below reference voltage, above reference voltage. Okay, and you can even face some reference voltage here. Let's say some VR has been connected to here, then in that case the capacitor will look like this, and then this is a voltage. Okay, positive, negative, reference voltage Vi, V0. If this kind of scenario you will see, then the same input will have output like this, but this reference value will be Vr. Okay, instead of 0 volt. Similarly here also you can see the same thing, and but the output will go like this, and instead of 0 volt this will be Vr. Okay, and the diode will be this. So you can make different combinations, right? We have seen this in clippers. So likewise there can be different cases which I am not going into, because it is very straightforward. The only reference voltages will change. Similarly, if you will go to negative, positive, then this will have negative reference voltage, below negative reference voltage, minus negative. Okay, like this. If you have negative, positive, like this, then this is the kind of scenario you will get. So these are straightforward, I feel. After clippers you might have got the feel. Okay, so this is the conclusion. Now we will go for peak detectors. Okay, let's look at the peak detector circuits. So there are two circuits. One is positive peak detector and second is negative peak detector. By the name you can see that it detects the peak of a signal, input signal. Okay, whatever the input signal you will give, at the output signal you will have its peak value. Okay, or maximum value. So one circuit is for positive maximum value, one circuit is for negative maximum value. Okay, so I will explain this by these two diagrams. You can see this circuit. The only difference is between peak detectors and clampers is capacitor is connected at output now instead of diode. In clamper circuit we had diode connected to output and capacitor was connected here. We have just replaced the positions of diode and capacitor and it became peak detector. So be very careful. Okay, where the capacitor is connected, depending upon that the functionality of the circuit will change. It will become clamper when the capacitor is here and diode is here. It will become peak detector when the capacitor is here and diode is here. Okay, so be careful. And this is how I want to mention the circuit behavior. So you can see we have input voltage whose amplitude is varying. With time the amplitude is increasing. So as you might have guessed, when the input is greater than 0, the diode will conduct, and when the diode will conduct, it will become short circuit. So the capacitor will charge with the value of Vi. It will go till maximum value of Vi. That is what is happening here. You can see the output. solid line is output, dashed line is input. It went till the peak, and then the input is decreasing, and when the input will decrease, this voltage is charged with maximum value, but this voltage is less than the maximum value. I hope you are able to see. So till this point, the capacitor is charging. Now it will consist of a maximum value of input voltage. Now the input voltage is less than the capacitor voltage. Capacitor voltage is here, input voltage is here, so you can see the voltage difference across the diode. At the right hand side of diode, the voltage is greater. At the left hand side of diode, the voltage is less, so it will become off. Okay, and if it is off, it will become open circuit, and the capacitor will hold its value because there is no dissipation. Okay, there is no dissipating element, so that is why this straight line. Then again, when the input voltage is greater than this point, then the capacitor will try to charge its value to maximum. Then again same scenario will happen. This voltage will be greater than this voltage when the input comes here, and then capacitor will hold its value. Similarly it goes on. So that is how, this is the way I want to explain it. So when you have a signal like sinusoidal, this signal, then it will charge to the maximum value and it will stay there. Okay, output voltage is capacitor voltage, same. So a capacitor will charge, it will attain its maximum value, whatever the input's maximum value, and it will stay there. Okay, and that is how it is detecting peak. So this is the peak value of the input signal. So I hope you got the feel of positive peak detector. Similarly, you have negative peak detector where the diode is flipped. Okay, so now NP and capacitor. So now if the voltage is positive, Vi is positive, it will not conduct. When the voltage, it will not conduct, then capacitor is uncharged, so the output is 0. Okay, and when it will conduct, means the Vi is negative. Okay, then it will conduct in this fashion, and the capacitor will charge to maximum value. Then in third cycle, again what will happen, this will become positive, will not conduct, and it will hold the value, capacitor will hold the value of minus Vm. Okay, that is how it is conducting in negative cycle. Here in positive cycle, that is how it is conducting. So this is the curve you will get at the output. This is the curve you will get at the output. If you have the difference is, the amplitude is not changing here, it is changing here in with time. So it was 0, start with 0, then charge to maximum value, then again it stays there, then if the amplitude is greater, it will charge to more negative value, and it goes on. So that is how it is attaining the peak value. Mind you, the direction of conduction is different in both the circuit. So the same working has been applied, just I have flipped the diode. Okay, so initially it was 0 because the capacitor was uncharged, then it's charged to maximum value, then third cycle it will not, it will hold the capacitor value, then if the amplitude will change, then again charge to maximum value, maximum negative, then hold value. Okay, it will hold the value of capacitor voltage until you won't provide more negative or more positive voltage at the input. So I hope you got the feel of these two circuits. I wanted to explain in this fashion, so there is no mathematical calculation involved, and you will be able to grasp the concept of positive and negative peak detector. Okay, so yeah, one more circuit is left, which is voltage multiplier, which I'll cover next.